Good evening, audience. I have this coin in my hand. I'm going to flip it. Oh, there is this. We'll talk about this coin in a minute, but before that, let's talk about decision making. What is decision? We come across this term so many times, and we take very important decision of our lives, strategic, operational, important, unimportant. Like this is a regular thing, decision making. And some decisions are so important that it has very long term effect on our life. What is decision making? Decision making is actually narrowing the choices. When you have so many options available and you cut down your choices and you select the best possible option, whatever you like. Okay, that's called decision making, and that's why we call it sometimes selection. Okay, now how do you take a decision? How do you take a decision? Obviously, what your heart says sometimes, your mind says, your family, your parents, your peer workers, your friends, you do the analysis, you do some environmental analysis, you gather information. Like there's so many factors you do, and then you take the decision, okay? Because as I said, it's very important for you and for your life. But what happens sometimes, and let me give you some examples of important decisions in your life. Let's say buying or selling a house, immigration, starting a business, selecting your life partner, okay, your marriage, firing an employee, firing or hiring an employee, leaving a job. There's so many important decisions we do. Now, what happens sometimes that you have so many options available and you're cutting down the options and you are about to take a decision, but you're confused in two options. Now, I'm talking about this thing. When you're confused in two options, two choices, whether it's X or Y or left or right or wrong, whatever. Now what to do? So I can recall, and that's my way also, not this coin thing. I can recall it was either a book I read or it's a movie, I don't know. But what's said that whenever you are confused between two options, the two choices, and you're about to take a decision and you're confused, just what you do the toss, okay? Flip the coin. Because when the coin is in the air, there is a fraction of second. There a moment comes when the coin is in there when you are so crystal clear about what you actually want. Like what you are made for, what's your instinct and what you actually want and what's your gut feeling actually. And that's the decision you should take. I said it is not my way to do it, but I do the same thing. I close my eyes and all that. And in my life, all my important decisions, obviously we do the analysis, we gather information, we are rational, we try to be rational, all this thing we do. But when we confuse, like this what I do, and I'm always, I said not most of the time, always successful in my important decisions. And whenever like this happens, this two option thing come, I close my eyes and I think like what I actually want. This like you do this thing, this coin thing. Whenever you are confused, you do this coin thing, because there comes a moment when you don't, and when the coin comes down, you don't need to look at the coin, whether it's head or tail, because you're crystal clear when the coin was in the air, what do you want? And you see, the worst decision is not to take a decision, because then you regret in future that why didn't I take a decision? As I said, it has a long-term impact on your life. A non-decision is also a decision, like not to take a decision is also a decision. For example, like in risk we say, not to take a risk is also a risk. So the worst decision is not to take a decision. Do all the analysis, environmental analysis, take advice, expert opinion, all that thing, and then be bold and brave and take a decision, but what you actually want, like be yourself, what you want, okay? Because when we take a bad decision, we also learn from that decision. So my advice, like my personal experience is, do all these things, and whenever you're confused between A and B, do this coin thing, and you'll be crystal clear about the thing. You have a great day now. Thank you.